creation of art. Mystic leap. Affect art.
I'd like to be fuck ton louder in all ways. Can we get a lot louder? Action!
What is the fascination with things that are beyond the realm of normal human perception? How do these things affect our day-to-day lives? Mysticism. How does it affect art? Mysticism. I'm Jonathan Boober, and on today's edition of Please Remain Seated, we have a band that blends mysticism and art into a cosmic stew of sound. This is Moodring. So when you're writing stuff on your own, Is it different because you're not necessarily using pedals, or do you always use pedals from here?
No, I only use pedals when we actually get it on, all the three of us together. But,
wow, I didn't even know about the creative. That was part of the creative process.
I only use pedals when we actually play with drums. Yeah, I just kind of wank around. Otherwise. Okay. All right. Next question.
where do you think the next step is? I mean, because you guys have been creating music for a while, and you kind of like, you obviously kind of have a certain pattern that you guys kind of do when you're creating music. I mean, maybe this is for May and Monty, but like when you've been doing it more for this long, like how do you keep it fresh? I mean, how do you make music in a new way from the ways that you've been making it, you know, for as long as you have?
I find that a lot of times if I listen to certain music for a while, that kind of comes out in the playing, maybe something I've been listening to a lot, like Todd Rundgren.
Right.
I don't know. And to me, music, it's just this thing that has to be there in my life, you know. I wouldn't want to live without it. I don't know how I'd be mentally without it.
So, you also create visual art.
Mm-hmm.
How does that affect how you create music? How do those two kind of combine?
Kind of the same way. I mean, to me, you know, I'm not a trained artist, so it's just therapy. It's you know, it's like meditating, and so same thing with music. It's like taking Prozac. You know, it's a good helper to exist in this dark world.
So you're saying like the music and art is more of like a conduit to everything else.
Yeah. To me, that's me.
And I guess how you play your bass is sort of different from how somebody else would play bass, because you can play your bass basically guitar and a bass at the same time, a rhythm instrument and a lead instrument. How did you begin to cultivate that sort of idea of kind of being?
I played guitar for a while first, so I knew chords and scales when I started playing bass, and then we had some guitar players, and it's a lot easier to play without guitar than with it for me. So once we didn't have them, there was just spaces up high. I don't know, I never really think about it like that. I always just think it's a bass, and you can play it however, you know, you play rhythm guitar. I mean, if you play drums, it's the same thing. You don't have to play, you know, boom, tut. You can never play anything like that at all. So it's just an instrument. I mean, my approach would be the same to the mandolin or the clarinet or whatever, you know.
When you think about when you're creating music, is there like a certain mood that you feel like you have to be? Pardon the pun.
No, I mean, we always just let it be what it is. Whatever comes out, usually it's dark, but that's how it goes.
Thank you for coming to Please Remain Seated. So you're new to Portland. What brought you here?
This is a really artsy area. Where I come from, I really don't have much, kind of like a cultural void. So come out here and kind of soak up the beauty and just the vibe and everything and kind of see where I end up going.
What is different about Portland from where the other places that you've been?
Just the sheer beauty of it all. It's just, there's Dr. Seuss trees everywhere and flowers grow all over the sidewalks and people are real chill. And it's just, I don't know, it's just a very beautiful place in kind of all senses of the word. I come from Nebraska, mainly, originally, so yeah, there's kind of nothing there but cornfields and cows.
So if people want to learn about what you do, where would they go?
I got some YouTube stuff up there, but mainly if you go to my Facebook page, it's Oakley Art. That's where most of my paintings are up. I also have a bunch of dollars a project I've been doing for a couple years, with all these dollar bills that are kind of painted up to say what's going on in the world today. You find those at raisingthevalueofthedollar.com. Otherwise, I'll just probably be in your neighborhood eventually.
Well, it's good to have you in the neighborhood. Thank you for being on Please Remain Seated.
Thanks. I like what you guys got going on here. Appreciate having me in here.